Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. Joining us for this segment, we have Chris Dearborn, Managing Director on Nasdaq's Market Intelligence Desk, for an update on technical levels to watch in the Nasdaq-100 in front of key inflation data this week. Chris, it's great to see you as always. Welcome back to Trade Talks. And looks like we're shifting a little bit back towards macro and focusing on inflation this week.
Yeah, the earnings route is finally starting to get done here, which is good. You had a number of companies report last week. And, it capstoned with Apple on Thursday. Earnings schedule ahead. We still have a few more Nasdaq 100 companies coming up, but really, as you said, the main focus for the week is going to be on CPI, PPI, and then the University of Michigan consumer sentiment on Friday. So is that 5% number going to hold through? We'll see, and then there's going to be discussions continuing on the debt ceiling. That's going to continue to grab headlines back and forth. Regardless of how it goes, the headlines are going to be items to trade off of as they may be moving the market. But again, we won't really get, I think, really close to serious discussions there till the end of the month. Right now, it's more posturing back and forth by the two parties than anything else. But That being said, CPI and PPI can move the market very much, come Wednesday and Thursday. We'll see what happens there. Again, CPI at 5%, and we'll see what PPI brings in. Anything above the stated limit could impact the rhetoric around more rate hikes, even though the Chair Powell said, we're probably there at the moment, but we'll do if we need warranting. Hopefully, we won't warrant any more rate hikes in the near future. It's that higher for longer type of mentality that we're worried about right now.
And Chris, if we take a look at your first chart here, what are the technical levels to watch in the Nasdaq 100?
Right, so the index is trading at year-to-date heights. We started out a little bit lower today, but right now we're trading at about 13,290. That's the high for the year, believe it or not. We've actually, if you take a look at the older charts, we're up over 21% year-to-date in the NDX. Doesn't feel like it, right, on certain stocks, but we are, which is fantastic. More importantly, the August highs, which is 13,720, the index has recapped almost all the losses since last August, and that's the 52-week high. The index opened today at 13,247. Looks like we're going to hold a close above that. If we do, then support is tight at 13,200 and 13,150. Major support at the 76.4 Fibonacci retracement at 12,950. So really good numbers here. Resistance is really tight overhead, 13,400, and then the year-to-date high at 13,720. We break through that. Then we're off to new highs year to date.
And Chris, if we take a look at your last chart here, what are the constituents leading the way?
Right. So the breadth has been trending better into the close. It's about 45-55 now, near a 50% split. Definitely news out in a couple of companies. These scalers up over 20% on earnings. CrowdShare's up as well, almost 8%. AMD and Airbnb are both up. Again, Airbnb reports on Tuesday night. On the flip side, Moderna's down on some news, but again, the big boys are the items here. When you look at where they are holding, it's a split. You got NVIDIA and Alphabet on the plus side, Microsoft and Adobe on the negative side carrying the bulk of the weight. It's really an even distribution. That's why you're seeing the index kind of creep up a little bit here at the end of the day. We were down most of the day earlier in the morning, but we've rallied back into the close. Again, holding nicely to Friday's rally.
All right, Chris, appreciate the insight as always. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq.